Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is discussing my favourite books of the month of June. I do only have 3 books to discuss, but I have been working a lot this month, so I haven't really had as much time to read. And I'll be honest, the books I have read this month haven't been my favourite ones, if that makes sense. So I've picked the best 3. These ones I did really enjoy, and I thought I'd discuss these with you. So, let's get into the video. So I've got my 3 books here, and then I'm going to tell you what they are and what I thought about them one by one. So the first one at the top of the pile is Hanya Yanagihara's A Little Life. So I was really nervous to start reading this, and it has been on my TBR for a very long time. It's just been sitting on my bookshelf. But I've seen people online literally sobbing to this, and I was so scared to read it for that reason. There's a lot of mixed reviews on this. Some people really like it, some people really hate it, but I genuinely really liked this. I loved the characters, Jude and Willem, and their story together was absolutely beautiful. There was some really sad parts in this, and if you are going to read it, I do recommend reading the trigger warnings before you go into it, just so you can see what sort of things to expect. But the writing itself was really beautiful, and the story sort of draws you in. Like, you feel like you know these characters, if that makes sense. This book made me forget I was reading, and I got really involved in the characters' lives and what was happening to them, and I felt like I knew them. And when the sad things do happen in the book, you feel like you know these people so well. And I think that's why it upsets people so much, because you feel like you have a personal relationship with them, even though you don't, if that makes sense. My reading vlog for A Little Life is up on my YouTube channel if you did want to go and see that, just so you can see my reactions as I am reading it, if that's something you're interested in. This is a book that makes you think, and I can understand why it has the hype that it does online, because it is really good. And these are the sort of characters that you're going to think about for a long time after you've read this book. You get so invested in them. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, absolutely beautiful piece of writing. I will read this again. Definitely. I wish I'd have read it sooner, to be honest, because like I say, I'd put this off for a long time because I was scared of it in a silly kind of way. But now I've read it, I am really glad that I have. So this was book 1 of my favourite 3 books of the month of June. Right, so book 2 is one of a series that I've read, and these are quite popular with people online. I've seen a lot of things about them, and I've been waiting for this one for quite a while to come out in paperback. It's been out in hardback for a while. I wanted the paperback one to match the other books I have in this series. And this book is Before We Say Goodbye. And this is the author's name. Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I'm really sorry if I've just butchered that. I probably have. But yeah, Before We Say Goodbye. I believe this is the last one to come out in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. Like I say, I have read the other 3. I really enjoyed them. They're cosy reads that you can sit down with a cup of tea or a coffee and get some biscuits and some snacks and just sit and read this in an afternoon. They're not too long. They have several short stories in, but they all tie together, if that makes sense. And they're about this cafe where people can visit and time travel, so they can go back in the past and meet people that have been to the coffee shop previously. And there's loads of little heartwarming stories. I really liked these. like I say, you can read them in an afternoon. They're not too long. I mean, look how thin it is. They're not really chunky books. I think this one was 173 pages, this one was. So they're not long at all. And I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but the covers are really sparkly and I thought it was really pretty. And that's one of the things that originally drew me to this series. But I've really enjoyed them all. So if you haven't read these yet, I do really recommend reading these. And if you like that sort of cosy read, you'll probably enjoy them. In my opinion, these definitely live up to the hype. I really do like them. They're just, like I say, cosy reads. The sort of thing you could take to the beach if you wanted to, if you wanted a summer read, or you could read in an afternoon. They're easy to get through because, like I say, it's little short stories that all piece together. Each story is about different people, so it keeps you engaged, and I really like that about them. And then last but not least is the third book. These books aren't in any particular order, by the way. They're just my 3 favourite books that I read this month. So don't take the order literally. But this is book 3, and it is Happy Place by Emily Henry. I had read Book Lovers previously and I really enjoyed it, so I was excited to read another Emily Henry book. And this definitely lived up to expectations. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved the whole concept of them pretending to be in a relationship. It's basically 2 characters, Harriet and Wyn, that go on holiday with their friends. They have broken up, but their friends don't know about it yet. So they pretend they're still together. And it's basically them 2 trying to navigate their relationship. No, they're not in a relationship, but they're pretending to be in a relationship, if that makes sense. It's just a nice story of love, basically. And how these characters feel about each other now and where their relationship will then go after the holiday. I really enjoyed it. I wanted something a bit more romancy and a bit more light-hearted, and this definitely delivered on that. I did devour it. I got through it really, really quickly. I am really looking forward to reading more Emily Henry books. I have Beach Read and You and Me on Vacation, which you will see in my holiday vlog. And I also have Funny Story, which is on my TBR for the month of July. So them books will be in other videos. But as an author, what I have read of Emily Henry's, I have really enjoyed so far. So she's definitely an author I will pick up time and time again. And her books are quite light-hearted and there's always a romance element. And they're just really nice reads, to be honest. I really like them. So if you are looking for a romance, a summary read or something like that, definitely go and pick up Happy Place by Emily Henry, because it was really, really good. So they were the 3 books that I've really enjoyed in the month of June. There is more books that I really enjoyed, but they'll be in my holiday vlog that you'll be seeing probably the week after this video goes out, if all goes to plan. So yeah, these are the 3 I've picked for this video, and I really enjoyed them all. If you do have any book recommendations, please let me know in the comments, because I do really love to get more books and to read more books. And if there's any you think I'd like, please let me know. So thank you for watching, everybody. If you did enjoy this video, please like, comment and subscribe underneath. And I will see you all again next week.